Well, the weather outside is frightful, yet the fire is so delightful. Extra, extra, we're back with another entry. Today's entry is about a person trying to dodge old Sparky. First openly transgender woman set to be executed in the U.S. asked for mercy. Lawyers for Amber McLaughlin, now 49, on Monday asked Missouri Governor Mike Parson to spare her. McLaughlin was convicted of killing 45-year-old Beverly Gwinther in 2003. The first openly transgender woman set to be executed in the U.S. is asking Missouri's governor for mercy, citing mental health issues. Lawyers for Amber McLaughlin, now 49, on Monday asked Republican Governor Mike Parson to spare her. McLaughlin was convicted of killing 45-year-old Beverly Gwinther on November 20th, 2003. Gwinther was raped and stabbed to death in St. Louis County. There is no known case of an openly transgender inmate being executed in the U.S. before, according to the Anti-Execution Death Penalty Information Center. Quote, "It's wrong when anyone's executed regardless, but I hope that this is the first that doesn't occur," end quote. Federal Public Defender Larry Comp said, quote, "Amber has shown great courage in embracing who she is as a transgender woman in spite of the potential for people acting with hate, so I admire her display of courage," end quote. McLaughlin's lawyers cited her traumatic childhood and mental health issues, which the jury never heard, in the clemency petition. A foster parent rubbed feces in her face when she was a toddler, and her adoptive father tased her, according to the letter to Parson. She tried to kill herself multiple times, both as a child and as an adult. Parsons spokeswoman Kelly Jones said the governor's office is reviewing her request for mercy. Quote, "These are not decisions that the governor takes lightly," end quote, Jones said in an email. Comp said McLaughlin's lawyers are scheduled to meet with Parson on Tuesday. A judge sentenced McLaughlin to death after a jury was unable to decide on death or life in prison without parole. A federal judge in St. Louis ordered a new sentencing hearing in 2016, citing concerns about the effectiveness of McLaughlin's trial lawyers and faulty jury instructions. But in 2021, a federal appeals court panel reinstated the death penalty. McLaughlin's lawyers also listed the jury's indecision and McLaughlin's remorse as reasons Parson should spare her life. Missouri has only executed one woman before, State Corrections Department spokeswoman Carrie Podgman said in an email. McLaughlin's lawyer says she previously was rooming with another transgender woman, but now is living in isolation leading up to her scheduled execution date. Podgman said 9% of Missouri's prison population is female, and all capital punishment inmates are in prison at Potosi Correctional Center. Quote, "It is extremely unusual for a woman to commit a capital offense such as a brutal murder, and even more unusual for a woman to, as was the case with McLaughlin, rape and murder a woman," end quote, Podgman said. Missouri executed 2 men this year. Kevin Johnson, a 37-year-old who was convicted of ambushing and killing a St. Louis area police officer he blamed in the death of his younger brother, was put to death last month. Carmen Deck died by injection in May for killing James and Zelma Long during a robbery at their home in DeSoto, Missouri in 1996. For the slow folks, clemency means mercy. And speaking of clemency, mercy, and leniency, that brings to mind one brother of preponderance or great importance. Meet Tookie Williams, the founder of the notorious Crip gang. Let's get into his life for a second, shall we? This brother was unique because after spending years in solitary confinement, he would denounce and speak out against gang violence. Later, he would write 8 books aimed at children, putting them on the right path. In '97, the brother would apologize in his role for creating the Crips' notorious gang. Mr. Williams would be nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize 6 times, have George W. Bush send him a letter commending him, and have Jamie Foxx play him in a movie. After all Mr. Tookie Williams achieved while incarcerated, after all the transitions that he underwent, he would still be denied clemency by the governor of California, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Shaking my head. Tookie Williams changed inside and out, unlike you, Amber McLaughlin, who at the time of the crime your name was Scott McLaughlin, according to other sources. Not only did you stab and rape the victim, you also strangled the victim and hid their body by a river. Mental health issues are a big deal. With somebody rubbing doo-doo in your face when you're a kid who's supposed to protect you, and then the same people that are supposed to protect you tase you. That is very messed up in Amber McLaughlin's defense or explanation or whatever you want to call it. But Tookie Williams also had mental health issues because he committed his crimes under the influence of PCP-laced cigarettes. But this is the part of the entry where we part ways. Leave me a comment in the comment section. What do you think about Amber McLaughlin previously being Scott McLaughlin at the time of the crime? What do you think about Tookie's situation? Do you think it's fair that he got denied clemency? Do you think that Amber McLaughlin will receive clemency in this white supremacy system? Talk to me, I still talk back. Smash that notification bell to be notified every time Jonda's Journal makes an entry on YouTube. Hit the dislike button if you're an advocate for psychopaths like Amber/Scott McLaughlin, who strangle, stab, rape, and hide their victim's body by a river. Hit the like button if you like today's comment and you learned something to put that ism in the algorithm for us. Hit the share button if you want others to see Amber McLaughlin, aka Scott McLaughlin, beg for mercy. I don't mind. As usual, subscribe. It's a call to action. Until next time, peace. Support the channel. Support the black-owned business. You can pick up the Hell Hath an Exit series and learn how to get out of a hard situation and stay out of one permanently. Or you could get the Book of Life series and learn about race relations between the black and white races in North America as well as abroad. One link, 4 ebooks, each an hour-long read. You could be liberated in an hour or less. It's all up to you. I dropped it in your lap. It's from the No Power to You Boss Man, baby.